July 10, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's heat shimmered over the cul-de-sacs, where white fences framed pristine lawns. All except number 162, where Sophia Nguyen's backyard housed Porkchop, a 150-pound pot-bellied pig with a $600 adoption price tag and a penchant for napping in her rose garden. Porkchop's snorts echoed through the hedges, drawing gasps, and by noon, an Oak Ridge HOA violation notice hit Sophia's mailbox: oversized pet, $250 fine, remove by July 15. Helen Dorsey, HOA president, spammed inboxes with complaints about Sophia's farm animal. Ralph Turner, Helen's rulebook enforcer, grumbled from his porch, muttering about mess. Next door, Kai Parker, Sophia's new neighbor, tested a hammock, chuckling at Porkchop's waddle. When an anonymous note slipped under Sophia's door, "Get it out or we pen it," Oak Ridge's summer turned hotter than a pig's snort. Sophia lounged by her fence, tossing apple slices to Porkchop, her sundress speckled with dirt. At 36, a chef with a flair for comfort, she'd moved to number 162 to save her life, not spark Ralph's sneer. Porkchop was her joy, chubby, clever, a nod to her Vietnamese-American family's love for quirky pets, not Helen's code breach. The HOA's notice, citing "no pets over 50 pounds," stung like a stepped-on hoof. Sophia snapped a photo of Porkchop dozing among roses and posted to Oak Ridge's Nextdoor app, "Big hearts aren't banned. Vote for pet freedom at Wednesday's meeting." Her phone pinged. Kai liked it, but Ralph commented, "Barnyard hog." Sophia sensed a squeal of trouble. Helen, 69, sat in her airy study, her laptop open to the HOA's CC&Rs. Porkchop snorts weren't just odd, they were anarchy. Oak Ridge demanded polish, clipped grass, quiet yards, no livestock. Helen hadn't napped since number 162's pig rustled her hydrangeas. She'd led the HOA for 13 years, weathering 2022's birdhouse-size feud when oversized feeders sparked petitions. Porkchop's presence risked worse: filth, copycats, tanking property values. She emailed the board, "Emergency meeting Wednesday. Agenda, violation at number 162. Her eyes caught the anonymous note, "Pen it." Ralph's work? She brushed it off, drafting a second fine, $350 if Sophia didn't remove Porkchop. Ralph, 64, sipped iced tea on his porch, glaring at Sophia's yard. A retired mechanic, he lived for Oak Ridge's calm, uniform shrubs, silent evenings, no snuffling. Porkchop's rosebed naps mocked his pebble path, like Sophia's food truck tunes last summer. He'd emailed Helen twice, claiming sanitation risks, mostly true. Sophia's Nextdoor post, with 16 likes, spiked his blood pressure. "Freedom?" He replied, "Nuisance." His HOA allies texted support, "Boot it." But Ralph saw Kai's like, plus nods from Mrs. Weaver at number 164. He clutched his glass, smelling a porky revolt. Kai, 31, a graphic novelist, strung his hammock by his patio, catching Porkchop's curious grunt. He'd moved to number 163 4 months ago, dodging HOA flags, his yard was spotless. But Porkchop's charm stirred him. Helen's emails felt like a leash. Last summer, his small mural got a warning. When Sophia showed him the anonymous note, Kai grinned. Ralph's got that sour squint. He texted Sophia, "Keep Porkchop. I'm bringing sketchpads Wednesday." Kai posted on Nextdoor, "Big pets bring vibes, not vice." The thread flared, 33 replies, half cheers, half grumbles. By Monday, Oak Ridge's Nextdoor was a pigpen storm. Ralph shared a blurry photo of Porkchop's hoofprints, captioned, "This trashes us." Sophia countered with a video, Porkchop snuffling roses at dusk, captioned, "This loves us." Helen locked the thread, citing hostility, but not before Kai's post nabbed 19 likes. Sophia added a pig shade tent by her garden, doubling down. Neighbors jogged by, some waved, others winced. At number 165, Mrs. Weaver, a quiet florist, watched, her yard plain. Sophia nodded, Weaver shrugged but didn't smile. Tuesday's mail brought Sophia a second notice, $3.50 fine, non-compliance. Helen's signature loomed like a gate. Sophia tossed it, then found another anonymous note, gone by Tuesday, or we cage it. Her stomach knotted. HOA sabotage? She called Kai, who said, Ralph's too obvious. Bet it's someone sly. Sophia scoped Ralph's porch, one pebble path, no clues. She emailed the board, I'll fight Wednesday. Porkchop stays. Helen replied, expect enforcement. Wednesday morning, Ralph nabbed Helen at the clubhouse. Sophia's mocking us, he hissed, showing the tent clip. Helen nodded, but the "pen-it" note nagged her. Ralph's complaints were loud, had he gone too far? She checked his record, clean, save a 2023 mailbox height quibble. Still, she added, oversized pet, to the agenda. Kai, meanwhile, snuck a doodle of porkchop on his mailbox, poking Helen. Ralph spotted it, emailing, now number 163's wild. Helen sighed, two rebels were a squeal. Wednesday afternoon, Porkchop's snorts rang sweeter, Sophia had brushed him overnight. Kai brought bao buns, turning number 162 into a pig party. Mrs. Weaver lingered across the street, holding shears. Sophia waved, Weaver mumbled, cute, but messy, and left. At noon, Sophia's phone buzzed, an anonymous text, Wednesday's your stand. We're watching. No sender, just chill. Sophia eyed Porkchop, his ears flopping. Was this worth a war? The 6 p.m. meeting loomed at the community center, Helen prepping her gavel like a hammer. Sophia tossed Porkchop a carrot, hands steady. Kai planned to crash with sketchpads, rallying neighbors. Ralph drafted a rant, pigs sink our peace. But at his house, a new anonymous note appeared, check number 165's shed. Weaver's not clean. Ralph froze, Mrs. Weaver, the quiet one? He texted Helen, who called it nonsense. Sophia got her own text, bring proof tonight. You've got heart. Oak Ridge's summer wasn't warm, it was a pigpen storm, and someone was stirring the mud. HOA tip, discuss unique pets with neighbors early to avoid fines, open chats can prevent disputes and keep the peace. Comment hook, who's sneaking those creepy notes? Guess below and subscribe for more HOA drama. July 14, 2025, Oak Ridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's haze clung to the cul-de-sacs, but number 162 wasn't quiet, it was a snorting flashpoint. Sophia Nguyen's backyard buzzed with Porkchop, her 150-pound pot-bellied pig, now lounging under a new shade tent by her rose garden, defying the Oak Ridge HOA's $350 fine and Tuesday removal deadline, now a day past. Helen Dorsey, HOA president, braced for Wednesday's meeting, her inbox stuffed with rants about Sophia's swampy hog. Ralph Turner, Helen's rulebook enforcer, clutched an anonymous note hinting at Mrs. Weaver's shed secrets at number 165. Kai Parker, Sophia's ally, planned a sketchpad tossing stunt to crash the vote. Last night's texts, Wednesday's your stand, to Sophia, check number 165, to Ralph, stirred Oak Ridge's heat. As fireflies blinked, the neighborhood wasn't calm, it was waddling into a pig war. Sophia woke Tuesday, Porkchop snuffling under the shade tent, his ears flopping in the sticky dawn. The anonymous text, Wednesday's your stand. We're watching, felt like a playful grunt, but proof of what? She'd spent the week dodging Helen's fines and Ralph's next-door shade, her $600 rescue pig a tribute to her Vietnamese-American family's love for quirky pets. The 6 p.m. meeting was her chance to rewrite the HOA's rules, not just save Porkchop's home. Kai had texted, sketches set to fly. Sophia smiled, tossing Porkchop a carrot. But the note, Gone or we cage, gnawed at her. Who was we? She eyed Ralph's pebble path, no clues, just dust. Porkchop was her fight, and she wasn't penning him. Helen, in the community center, polished her gavel, her dress crisp as a fence. Porkchop's snorts weren't just quirky, they were mutiny. The agenda screamed judgment, #162 violation, $350 fine, removal order. Ralph's tip about Weaver's shed bugged her. She'd peeked last night, spotting only a locked door. Gossip? Or a squeal? Helen needed order, not mysteries. She'd flagged Kai's mailbox doodle at number 163, another rebel. Her tablet buzzed, Ralph's email, slam the vote. Helen nodded, ignoring a new anonymous message, check number 162's tent. Her throat caught. A setup? Ralph, on his porch, gripped the Weaver note, check number 165's shed, like a lasso. He'd lived in Oakridge 21 years, enduring 2021's gate color clash. Porkchop's rosebed romps were worse, messy, wild, a code dodge. Sophia's tent video, now at 23 likes, crushed Ralph's nuisance post at 9. Kai's bring vibes jab stung deeper. Ralph typed a speech, clean or bust. But Weaver's shed loomed, quiet florist, no fines, yet the note felt heavy. He texted Helen, Weaver's hiding slop. No reply. Ralph grabbed his flashlight, set to snoop before the meeting. Kai, by his patio, tucked sketchpads in a bag. Sophia's fight was his canvas, bold, like his comics. His mailbox doodle hadn't caught a fine, but he'd seen Ralph's car creep by. Busted? Didn't care, he'd toss louder. Kai posted on Nextdoor, big pets spark joy, not junk. Number 162 tonight. Likes hit 21, including Mrs. Weaver's. Odd, she stayed offline. Kai texted Sophia, got a stunt to shake Helen. His sketches weren't decor, they were sparks. The community center hummed at 5:55 p.m., 50 neighbors packed in, fans battling the summer heat. Petunias drooped outside, mocking the tension. Helen took the podium, voice dry, house number 162's pet violates section 8.9, no pets over 50 pounds. Proposed fine, $350, remove by Monday. Her slide flashed Porkchop's shade tent, snout buried in roses. Whispers split the crowd, half nodded, half chuckled. Ralph stood, speech raised, this trashes us. Vote yes. A kid in a tank top yelled, he's chill. Laughter frayed Helen's grip. Sophia rose, dirt on her sundress, voice clear. Porkchop's love, not livestock. I'm bonding, not harming. Let's vote to ease section 8.9. She waved her phone, petition at 25 signatures from next door. Gasps rippled, Kai hooped, tossing a sketchpad. Helen's gavel slammed, order. Ralph jumped up, flushed. Petitions don't break rules. It's a farm. Sophia snapped, name one bush wrecked, Ralph. The room roared, phones filmed, a kid spilled lemonade. Kai fueled the chaos, scattering sketchpads across the floor. Keep it snorting, he shouted. Neighbors grabbed them, teens giggling. Helen's tablet glitched, stuck on Porkchop's rose nap. A woman barked, it's filthy. Another countered, my yard's dead. Mrs. Weaver, by the exit, held shears, silent. Ralph charged forward, voice shrill, I got a note about number 165. Weaver, what's in your shed? Eyes locked on her. Weaver stood, mumbling, just, bulbs. Helen hissed, irrelevant, Ralph. Sophia seized the mic, notes. Mine said, cage it. Who's creeping? She waved the paper. Silence fell, then buzzes. Kai pointed at Ralph, your scrawl, man. Ralph choked, No. But I got one about Weaver. He flashed his note, trembling. Helen's gavel pounded, enough. But chaos flared, sketchpads fluttered, a kid dropped a pen, and someone yelled, "Check the tent." The meeting collapsed, no vote, just clutter. Sophia left, Porkchop still snuffling. Kai's stunt split Oakridge, half texted support, half emailed Helen. Ralph crept to Weaver's shed, flashlight dim. He jimmied the lock, flower pots, no slop. Clean. Or sly. He texted Helen, Weaver's clear. Sophia got home to a new anonymous text, tents loose. Check now. Porkchop's shade tent sagged, poles scratched, stakes loose. Helen paused finds Thursday, citing review, but set a Tuesday meeting. At Weaver's, a shadow flickered. Thursday, Sophia found a wrench by her tent, not hers, handle nicked. Kai swore Ralph was at Weaver's, not number 162. Mrs. Weaver dodged Sophia's nod, her shed shut tight. Ralph posted on Nextdoor, #162's a sty. A reply from guest, check number 161's trash, chilled him. Number 161 was Helen's. Tuesday's meeting loomed, and Oakridge's summer wasn't soft, it was a pigpen scream. HOA tip: engage neighbors early on unique pets to prevent conflicts, transparency can avoid fines and build harmony. Comment hook: who's sneaking those notes? Drop your theory below and subscribe for more HOA drama. July 20, 2025, Oakridge Estates, Ohio. Summer's haze draped the cul-de-sacs, but number 162 wasn't still, it was a snorting stronghold. Sophia Nguyen's backyard buzzed with Porkchop, her 150-pound pot-bellied pig, lounging under a sagging shade tent by her rose garden, defying the Oakridge HOA's $350 fine, its scratched poles sparking alarm. Helen Dorsey, HOA president, called a Tuesday meeting after Wednesday's sketchpad chaos, her paused finds a shaky truce. Ralph Turner fixated on Mrs. Weaver's shed at number 165, finding only flower pots. Kai Parker, Sophia's ally, swore Ralph didn't tamper with the tent, pointing to a new clue, check number 161's trash, Helen's house. Anonymous texts, tents loose, to Sophia, check number 161, to Ralph, kept tension sizzling. As fireflies glowed, Oakridge's summer wasn't soft, it was a pigpen scream. Sophia woke Monday, Porkchop snuffling under the sagging tent, its poles scratched like a bad recipe. The anonymous text, tents loose. Check now, proved true, a nicked wrench lay by the stakes, not hers, handle scuffed. The Tuesday meeting at 7 p.m. was her final stand, unmask the vandal or lose her chubby muse. Kai's text, Ralph's clear, was at Weaver's. Trash clues hot, lit a spark. Sophia hadn't slept since Wednesday's meeting, where her petition hit 25 signatures but no vote. Helen's pause felt like a cover, Ralph's Weaver rant, a distraction. She crept to number 161's curb, Helen's bins out early. A peek inside, a rusty crowbar, #162, scrawled in blue. Same scrawl as her notes. Helen's sabotage? Helen, in her study, rewrote the agenda, #162 violation, final vote. Wednesday's mess, Kai's sketchpads, Ralph's outburst, rattled her 13-year reign. She'd paused the fine to regroup, but Sophia's petition grew, 33 signatures by noon. Ralph's shed tip flopped, Helen had checked Weaver's lock, nothing but bulbs. The #161 trash, Nextdoor post, from guest, stung like a hoof. Who saw her bins? She checked her cam, blurry, a shadow moved Monday dawn. Sophia? Kai? Helen tossed a draft note, her cage number 162 vent, never sent. Or was it? Ralph, on his porch, ditched the Weaver note, check number 165's shed, after finding no slop. Porkchop snorts were the real crime, rustling past his pebble path. Sophia's video, now at 29 likes, buried Ralph's sty post at 11. Kai's spark joy jab hit harder. Ralph posted on Nextdoor, #162's messy. But guest s #161 trash reply chilled him. He'd seen Sophia near Helen's curb Monday. Guilty? Ralph's speech was set, clean yards save us. At number 165, Weaver locked her gate, dodging Ralph's stare. He smelled Helen's meddling. Kai, by his patio, hid more sketchpads, skating past Helen's radar. Porkchop's sagging tent wasn't Ralph, he'd tailed him to Weaver's, saw nothing. The trash clue burned bright. Kai's Wednesday stunt split Oakridge, half texted cheers, half ratted to Helen. His mailbox doodle got a warning Monday, remove by July 21st. Whatever, he'd toss Boulder. Kai texted Sophia, found a crowbar cap in number 161's bin. Helen's brand. A stretch, but fuel for tonight. He grabbed his phone, set to film the showdown. Tuesday's community center buzzed, 55 neighbors crammed under humming fans. Roses framed windows, mocking the heat. Helen gripped her gavel, voice taut, house number 162's pet violates section 8.9, no pets over 50 pounds. Vote, enforce $350 fine, remove by Friday. Her slide flashed Porkchop's sagging tent, snout in roses. Ralph stood, speech raised, this trashes us. Vote yes. Boos clashed with claps. Sophia rose, dirt on her sundress, voice firm, Porkchop's family, heart, not harm. Let's vote to fix section 8.9. She waved her phone, petition at 33 signatures. Murmurs swelled, Kai tossed a sketchpad. Helen's gavel slammed, order. Ralph surged, flushed. Sophia's stirring trouble. She snooped number 161's trash. Sophia held the rusty crowbar. This says, #162. Helen's Inc. The crowd erupted, chairs scraped, a kid spilled iced tea. Kai filmed, shouting, cap in number 161's bin. Helen paled. False, she snapped, but her tablet showed a deleted email, pig plan, number 162. Sent to Weaver. Weaver stood, voice soft, I saw Helen at number 162 Monday. Found this. She held a screwdriver, Helen's, from her shed. Gasps hit like a grunt. Weaver had checked number 161's bins, caught Helen toss the crowbar. She'd stayed quiet, fearing fines. Sophia pressed, you shook my tent to win. Helen broke, I wanted peace. Your pig split us. Ralph yelled, you sabotaged her. Kai's video caught Helen's flinch. A teen tossed a sketchpad, clipping Ralph. Helen's gavel splintered, wood flew. Vote lost, neighbors stormed out, Porkchop snorts echoing across the street. Wednesday, Helen resigned, her email citing exhaustion. Weaver confessed to watching number 161, dodging a fine. Sophia kept Porkchop, tent fixed, per a new vote easing section 8.9. Kai's doodle stayed, no penalty. Ralph swept his pebble path, off Nextdoor. Sophia got one last text, hearty win. We're square. No number, Weaver? Kai. She grinned. Porkchop waddled, neighbors snapping pics. Kai's clip hit 830 views by dusk. But at number 161, Helen's bins held one more note, sealed, falls next. HOA tip, discuss unique pets with neighbors early to prevent disputes, collaboration over fines fosters community unity. Comment hook, who's behind that final note? Drop your guess below and subscribe for more HOA drama.